and what
Nine minutes.
Sweet.
Oh, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the fractional CMO because that's another one that pisses me off. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Welcome back to the Marketing Madmen. Nick Constantino here with Daniel Weiner, and we're gonna finish this conversation. I'm gonna throw up a couple things that piss me off, and I'm curious your thought on them. How does that sound?
I can't wait.
All right. So fractional CMO. Has there ever been a dumber statement? And here's the worst part: you meet these people, they're doing 8 jobs. They don't even remember which fractional CMO, which fraction they're part of right now. These guys bring them in. These guys want 500 grand a year. It's like, oh, let me pay him 50 grand. He'll do 1/10 of the work. Let me tell you how that works out. Either that guy is doing 90% of the work and you're paying him 10% of the salary, or that guy's doing nothing and forgets where he is half the time. Your experience with it, have you interacted with it?
That was a more enthusiastic rant than the first rant, I feel like.
There you go.
I have. I think the biggest issue, I won't throw all of them under the bus. I think the biggest issue is nobody defines what it is. The words like fractional CMO or freelancer or strategist and all of these things have become like muddied, and they mean so many different things. I think there are very, very few true fractional CMOs. And I've met some of them, and I think they do an incredible job of having boundaries, and they have 1 or 2 clients that they do
and they're
big
industry
stuff.
specific, right? So
usually,
if you're in an industry that has either come up out of nowhere, or there's not a lot of them, then it makes sense, right? I met one in the daily fantasy space.
Yep.
And like, how many of there are out there that could even be doing this? So you probably worked at a big one, you burnt out, so now you want to take half of the work working in a smaller one. Like in those roles, it makes sense. But I've also met the other side where it's like, oh man, we don't know what to do. Let's hire a fractional CMO. Like, so are you hiring an agency and just calling them a fractional CMO? Like, you're right.